Beth, and I call myself the Naughty Oracle. And today I'm going to be talking to you about old houses with old energy and how to close and shut down any and all portals of energy interference that is no longer needed in those spaces. When I first discovered this technique, it was like a lifesaver, because then every space that I lived in became more harmonious, more attuned and vibrating more with me and all the other occupants in our house. So it's very interesting. So for those people who are sensitive, who walk into a room and you feel the energy of the room, right? That's the energy imprints. So that's the old house, that's the old furniture, that's the old ground underneath you. So those things can stay with a physical object. The energy imprints can also stay within your body, which is a new concept that I've been working with the past couple of years. So that's been interesting, closing and shutting down portals of interference throughout my own energy system that are no longer needed for the highest good. Okay, so I'll give you a specific that like that at the end, and I'll say it slower so you can get a pen and paper and get ready to write out what you do to get this technique really good. The more you practice it, the more it works. Because the less you have to do it, because you've already closed down the other ones. Okay, so it becomes a daily ritual at the start, and now look, it's once a week if I feel the need to, or if I walk into a shopping center and I pick something up and it opens a portal and I have to close it down. Okay, it gets a bit complicated. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about this work this week because I've been away with my beautiful husband, and we stayed on the way through where we were going. We didn't go in the van. We stayed in an old house that's rented, and that night I had the worst sleep again, because even though I protect myself, etc., my work is here to help humanity and to clear as much energy as I can while I'm down here, while I'm in this physical body, to actually connect the spirit with the physical. And so I had dreams of, kids screaming, but they're in old clothing like knickerbockers and stuff, and it's like, and then I wake up and go, oh, okay, so that's not really the neighbors, it's from the 1800s or whatever, imprint in the land. So then I go, okay, I now transmute that, track it back to its source, and remove, eradicate the source in all directions, time and space, and all dimension, time and space. We transmute it to the light for the highest good of all concerned. So it's me just saying those things in my head. That's the power that I have, is the intention of helping to clear that energy, and then my spirit teams go and do the work. So it's very important to understand that you are just the portal itself. Okay, so this is talking about portals. So you are that light portal. Some people are demon energy portals. Well, I'm not going to talk about that today. Today I'm talking about being a light portal and being able to close and shut down portals that are no longer here for your highest good. And it's about being conscious of things are not right. Why do I keep regurgitating those thoughts? Okay, something keeps getting fed into you. So that's a portal of energy that is stuck and on repeat, like a cycle. So I had this experience and I went, oh, I'm talking about that. Okay, and this is how my work will happen. This is what will happen as things come up in my life. I'm going to share it with you, and what I do to cope and to help myself transition into this physical body as a highly attuned spiritual sensitive, which is very important to understand that you are that way, and to acknowledge that and be aware of that. And sometimes this earth stuff doesn't make sense to you because you see the many different other ways that it can work, and it can be harmonious and it can be peaceful, and yet in this earth space it's trauma and destruction and emotions. Okay, emotions are a huge one for spiritual sensitives, because you're not used to those feelings in your bodies. Okay, it brings out different symptoms and things. So, like panic attacks and things like that, you're like bundle of nerves and you've never felt a reaction like that, yeah, so it's different to be in a physical form experiencing these different patterns and behaviors. All right, so if you have old houses, if you love antique shopping, okay, I know when you do, oh, I love antique shopping too. So you go into a shop and you pick up something, and I love old books, and you pick up something and you go, oh yeah, this was well loved, well read, it had a beautiful life, this antique. Other times you can pick up something and go, oh, I like the look of it, but ew. Okay, that antique might have a specific energy imprint in it. So it may have witnessed a trauma or a destruction of some sort. So, you can try to clear the energy of that energy imprint and all the portals that it's associated with. This is why diviners can read your grandmother's jewelry, or things like that, is because they attune into the energy attachments, or the energy imprints that have been left behind by that person, by that thing. Okay, so that's very important to understand. So all the clothes you wear, all the things you use every day has an energy imprint. Sometimes they will clear naturally. Nature is a beautiful clearing energy to do that. Other times it may, if you wear that thing all the time, like a necklace, the jewelry, the things like that, my glasses will have an imprint of myself. It's things like that. And that's why there's comfort when somebody leaves this earth plane, that you attach yourself to something that they have had with them every day. And that keeps that energy vibration of them with you. So it becomes an energy vibration. Anyway, so let's also talk about portals. So portals can be like your portals, your things, and energy drops in and out all the time. So if you look at it in yourself, there might be a portal in your shoulder where there's pain and associated. And so when you dive into that and have a look at it energetically, you might see a past life, like a soldier wound or something like that. So you've got to close and shut down that portal and heal it in the light, so that it no longer affects the physical person in this lifetime. So there's different things like that you can work on. Portals can also look like vortexes. So vortexes and portals are a bit different. Okay, vortexes go up or they go down. So it depends on the energy, if you want to go up or go down. So you've got to look at that. They can go sideways everywhere. So vortexes move a bit different to portals. But it is just going to be your intuitive way of working with it yourself and what you see. So if you see a black blob, then that might be a portal. It might just be an energy stuckedness as well, as I like to call it. And so sometimes you just pour light into it, all right? But it's really good to just daily practice to close and shut down any and all portals, okay, that are no longer here for your highest good. So this could be childhood wounds. This could be traumatic events in past lives, in this life. It can be you taking on other people's stuff, all right? So you need to close and shut down those portals, because that connection, cutting the cords, all these techniques that I've been talking about throughout all my videos and my other YouTube channel as well, it's all important process of creating a better you and holding your own energy in your own space. I think that's very important. All right. So that's portals. If you want to know more, ask a question. If you want to talk about portals, vortexes, energy imprints, anything like that, you can always ask a question in the comments. You can message me by email at thenaughty@gmail.com. It's all in my about section on my YouTube channel. So if you want, I'm going to now get yourselves pen and paper if you want to write this down. This is the daily thing, and I've learned it off by heart because I've said it so many times. It's part of my clearing statement process. So I used to have to sit and focus on clearing and shutting down. So, my focus might have been taken to my heart, and so I'd have to close down something. My focus might have been taken to the corner of the house, and I'd have to close that down, helping my spirit team work with that. So, yeah, when I first started, it didn't feel like anything was happening. And, that's part of the process, because you have to be confident in that focus of telling them where to do, and get that working system going with yourself and your spirit team. And your ancestors, they also come in and help too. So, Granny might be there. Just watch out for her. You might get a whiff of a scent and stuff like that. Anyway, so we're talking about the portals, and so if you got your pen and paper, awesome. Let's write this down. Ready? I now close and shut down any and all portals of energy interference that's preventing me from being 100% in my own true energy for the highest good of all concerned. Ready? Ready again? I now close and shut down any and all portals of energy interference that's preventing me from being 100% in my own energy for the highest good of all concerned. And see how fast I say it, because that's how fast I say it. And I can be walking around the house, doing the dishes, anything like that, and I'm saying my statements because my team knows what I mean. And I can be saying that in my head, and my team knows what I mean when I'm out and about at the shops, socializing, anything like that. Sometimes the energy is too yuck and I can't stay there unless I close and shut down the portals that are no longer needed for the highest good of all concerned. You can do it. You can adapt that. Okay, so that's just a starting point, the starting point for you. The rest of the time, you can adapt it and say, I now close and shut down any and all portals of energy interference throughout this whole entire house and gardens that is no longer here for my highest good, for the highest good of all concerned. Okay, see how I put in my beautiful intentions, because you've got to be careful what you ask for. So, if you want to rest from work or whatever, you might really end up getting a rest from work and end up in hospital or something like that. So just be wary. And it's not the thought out of your mouth, it's the thought up here that changes the circumstances of what's happening around you. Okay. So I hope that has given you another tool, another strategy to get through your days, to clear your house, your home, wherever you're visiting, throughout your body. If you've got any other questions, comment below. Please subscribe to this channel so that other people can find me. The more subscribers, the more YouTube recommends. So that's an awesome thing to do for me as well too, please. And remember, my card deck, the Naughty Oracle, will be coming out in December 2022 here in Australia, and it'll be UK and USA distributed as well. So I can't wait to share these, because these are the sort of statements and things that are contained in these cards that help you every day. So you can pick a card and it will just be there. It's a quick fix coping mechanism until you can get into the full work, because we lead such busy lives. We need the quick fixes to start with. It's like taking a Panadol spiritually. That's the best way I can describe it to you. That quick fix help. Okay. All right, guys. I really appreciate you being here. I'm so grateful to be able to have this opportunity to talk to you and share the ways that I actually process my energy and help myself cope, and to help myself to have a peaceful, loving, beautiful environment in my own home life and my own work life. Okay. All right. Love to you all. Mwah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And we'll catch you next week. Bye.